Good afternoon. Welcome to Cityline. I'm Karen Holmes Ward. So we are counting down to the 128th running of the Boston Marathon. A decade after one of the most famous wins in Boston Marathon history, the two-time major marathon champion and Olympic silver medalist Meb Keflezighi will be running Boston again. SportsCenter 5's Duke Castiglione on a look back at the significance of the race.
That's the most meaningful victories that we'll ever encounter, and it's still my fastest time ever, but it's not just about winning, but what was on the line.
So much was on the line. We were a city, a country, a community, still very much grieving.
I'm going to get emotional here because there was a lot on the line. There was a lot on the line to be able to just persevere. When people around the course are chanting USA, USA, I start chanting USA, USA, going to Boston College, and it's like, focus on the race. He's not done yet, but the emotion was so deep, so strong.
That emotion 10 years later, as he prepares to run Boston again, palpable, sitting just a few feet away from him. And not lost on Meb or anyone else was the fact that by winning in 2014, he became the first American man to win the Boston Marathon since 1983.
36,000 others was the biggest field ever. They want to do something positive to show resilience, how Boston Strong is, and nothing's going to be taken away from us. And for me to pull that victory for all of us, I mean, it's deep.
Was it destiny? Was it fate? Was there a higher power?
There was definitely higher power. I mean, for me, I'm a believer. God meant for me to be that day, you know. I mean, and to draw the inspiration of others, to write the names of the victims, 4 of the victims, Martin, Sean, Ling, and Crystal. So to bring them back to that is just, and to win it is, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe it, but it was monumental.
And Meb joins us now. Hi, Meb, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, Karen. Thanks for having me.
So you spoke with Duke a few weeks ago. With just 1 week left before the marathon, what's it like to train for a cause rather than for competition? And how's the training going?
You know, for training for competition, every stride counts, every mile that you have to persevere and make sure you take the tangent. But when you train for a foundation like the Meb Foundation and many others have different charities, it's important to realize what you're doing it for, you know, because when it hurts, you're not looking for the top 3 or top 10 or win, but you're saying, hey, I want to come across the finish line, be the best version of myself that I can. And I'm so delighted to come back 10 years later to run for the Meb Foundation, which is maintain excellent balance through health education to empower young kids.
And you know, let's talk about that. You created a way to give back after winning the marathon the year after the bombing. We talk about the Meb Foundation, maintaining excellent balance. Tell us more about what your foundation does.
What the Meb Foundation does is empower young kids. It allows to give kids scholarships. It gives them shoes. We have given over 70,000 pair of shoes to needy kids. And some people, like kids, need the motivation to inspire, but others need the gear, whether it is a notebook, a backpack, or material stuff. And then with that, if you can have a positive influence with the community, families, they're going to inspire to be the best version of themselves. And I really believe that sports helps you transcend to be a better student, and in return help you be a better contributor to society. That's what the Meb Foundation try to focus on, not only nationally, but also in Eritrea, in the U.S., Tampa, San Diego, California, and also abroad.
So you do support causes everywhere, here in Boston and around the country and around the world. Is there one in particular that feels very close to you?
Well, especially Eritrea, just because where I was born, and there's a lot of needs. Just having a notebook and a laptop or backpack means a lot to me. But also San Diego, Tampa, Boston, and then it's huge because it is them that helped me be the person that I am, helped me grow the person that I have been, and to have the Boston Marathon help so many different charities. And then as much as I can, I try to give back to the youth in the local area. So it's very important to be able to focus on the local charity part of the Boston Marathon as well in vicinity.
And Meb, you've also made it a point to encourage and support runners of color. Why has that been important to you?
You know, running is so important, but sometimes the freedom or the liberty to run, and with a black unicorn, is huge to be able to, or black man runs. I try to support them as much as I can, because sometimes, you know, Ahmed Bari from Atlanta, where he got unfortunately killed running is tough because sometimes we have the freedom. You're supposed to be t-shirt, shorts, and just go on your wildest time to be able to just be no concern. But at the same time, safety is important, and for me to be able to have diversity is also important because for me, it's been part of my sport and part of my blood from early on when I was in 7th grade. But the diversity is not as strong in the U.S. distance running because some people think African Americans should be only sprinters and things like that. But hey, we all can run 5K, 10K, half marathon, a full marathon. So to be part of that journey to help them kind of welcome them in is very important to me as well. And obviously the Black Unicorn has done a great job, leadership, to be able to the Reggie Lewis Center on Saturday the 13th before the marathon to be able to welcome them to the best they can and introduce to them to what they have done, what maybe sometimes first timers, sometimes they've been doing the 5th Boston Marathon, things like that is just important.
Now, for many years, you've been kind of a celebrity guest at that Black Unicorn Marathoners Celebrate and Connect event that's at the Reggie Lewis Center. But this year, they're going to honor you. How does it feel having them lift you up in this 10th anniversary of your Boston Marathon win?
To have the Black Unicorn honor me, as you can see the video, is pretty awesome to see all people of colors to be able to come and cherish each other. They're excited to see me, to give them high five, to say take a picture with them and wish them all the best. But now I'm going to be running also with them on April 15, 24. So and to be honored by them means a lot because you try to inspire to the best that you can, and I hope I have done that to help bring colored people to be able to different genders, different colors, to be able to have something to cheer for. And it's just beautiful to see them there with their Boston jacket or other races they have done.
In fact, the Black Unicorn Marathoners have selected 4 elite Black runners from around the world to run in what they're calling 2024 Team MEB 10. These runners were selected because they exemplify your spirit and philosophy towards sport.
Karen, the great Nelson Mandela, South Africa president, said, sports unites us more than anything else does. And running does that. Sometimes we have socioeconomics or gender or colors and whatnot, but when the gun goes off, you try to represent the best version of yourself. And I hope and pray that everybody can welcome those. And I feel so honored to have those 4 Black Unicorn runners to be able to help me, support me who I am and what I believe for. And that means a lot.
Now, you have a New York Times best-selling book. It's called MEB for Mortals, How to Run, Think, and Eat Like a Champion Marathoner. What advice would you give to runners in this last week to finish the race like a champion?
Karen, MEB for Mortals is when I won the Boston Marathon after 2014, almost close to 39 years old. Now I'm using that. I'm the mortal person trying to get ready to that finish line of the Boston Marathon on the 128th run. And at almost 49 years old. So my tips would be to, the haze in the barn. Now is, in fact, I was running this morning and ran to a couple of ladies that are going to run the Boston Marathon in Tampa, Florida. And they say the haze in the barn. It says, hey, we're done the walk. Now we got to do is refresh our body and get ready and watch your nutrition, hydrate now, and then sleep as much as you can. And then if you get nervous, don't worry about it because you're going to be fine on race day because I've done all the preparation already.
Just keep running and try to finish the race.
Absolutely. The Boston is a tough course. You have to respect the course. You have to respect the hill, and you have to, persevere through the different challenges and be calm, be patient, save something for the hills.
All right, MEB, thank you for joining us today. Good luck on Marathon Monday here in Boston.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, you can join MEB and the Black Unicorn Marathoners at Celebrate and Connect on Saturday, April 13th at the Reggie Lewis Track and Athletic Center. Doors open at 2 p.m. You can find more information about this event on our website at WCVB.com/Cityline.